The silk thread that is woven into the loom is basically classified into two. The vertically woven silk thread that forms the base of the garment is called the dig, and the silk used to weave the horizontal patterns or flowers is called the bani. As the dig thread is placed on the nora, the bani thread is then placed on small spools inside a small wooden frame called the mohura. The colorful thread from the mohura is then woven into fine flowers, patterns and motifs on the dig thread, which now form the entire base of the garment. Symbols and motifs. The symbols and motifs which were woven on the silk garments traditionally have undergone a massive change. The earlier motifs basically had an angular geometrical shape with reference to the traditional culture and symbols. According to design experts, earlier the designs were mostly handmade geometric shapes which, over the period of time and with the advent of machinery, transformed into beautiful contemporary shapes and patterns. The motifs are mostly imitation of the shape of flowers, ferns, trees, butterflies, animals, birds, and even Assamese ornaments like thuriya, lukaparo, junbiri, and gamkharu. Though most motifs and patterns found in the silk garments do not necessarily have a meaning, many are basically contemporary in style. An insight into some of the traditional motifs leads to interesting fact. One of the most commonly used motif is the Kaziranga style, which according to the local craftsmen and experts derives its inspiration from the wildlife of Kaziranga. Here, an imitation of the rhino and deer are often woven into the silk garment. King Khap style is inspired from the Ahom dynasty and signifies the royalty and magnanimity of the erstwhile kingdom. The design consists of two lines facing each other. Junbiri style is basically woven on the silk garment, which is inspired from the Assamese neckpiece called the junbiri. The shape of the junbiri is like a crescent moon and is usually engraved with a lot of patterns. Gamkharu style. This style is largely inspired from the Assamese wristband called the gamkharu, which forms a major part of the traditional Assamese attire. The Arnoi design is one of the most common patterns used in the garment. The Karpi designs and patterns are some of the most commonly used design patterns. The motif is called the Jamiliyama and has two birds sitting on a tree facing each other. The symbol of the peacock is very commonly used on the silk garments. The motif of a tree is one of the most important and common patterns found in the Assamese traditional garments. The shape is often represented in a geometrical manner, and the shape and design varies according to the expertise of the weaver. Bhagavad Horai. This motif signifies a traditional Assamese horai, a brass platter on which the sacred Bhagavad Gita is mounted and kept at the prayer rooms. Phul Butta. Most patterns and motifs used in the traditional garments are representation of the nature. Hence, flower or a bunch of flowers are one of the most commonly used motifs found in the traditional Assamese garments.